Welcome to T's Jewelry, and we have an exciting episode of high-end vintage costume jewelry. We are very excited to show you some of the pieces that we were, this gentleman was so gracious to allow us to take his mother's collection and his aunt's collection. And it's also a combination of another collection, and it's just amazing. And so I was also given all of his mother's jewelry boxes, and it is just incredible, okay? So today I would like to talk about Sherman costume jewelry, which was created in Canada by Gustave Sherman. It is some of the highest quality, high-end vintage costume jewelry. They use Swarovski crystals, and they also were using some of the stones that only like the higher end couture brands would be able to obtain from Swarovski. So I would like to show you some of these pieces, and also I'm going to show you some of the rarest colors of Sherman, which I'm actually, well, green isn't that rare. I am wearing Sherman right now on my beret, and Sherman clip-ons. Are these things not amazing? And he was also known to use multiple different shades of one particular color. And I would like to show you first the red. And red is rare. He needs a little bath, or she needs a little bath, but I'm gonna put her on the, this thing is amazing. I could not believe that I was getting Sherman. And I do have the matching earrings to go with these brooches. Look at the sheer size of the brooch. I mean, it is gigantic with navettes. And this one, yes, there's, well, is it multiple? Yeah, it is. So there's different. There's AB red. It's just incredible. And you have that japanned back, and he did double coat, double plate his brooches, and they were very pricey back in the day. It was only the best of the best materials that were used. And it's just absolutely incredible. And some of the rarest colors I am actually going to show you. This happens to be one of them. Okay, so you have red, okay, and you have black. Black is extremely rare. I actually have two of them. So we're gonna go to black now. And he was known to use these very, you know, kind of for that time of, you know, it was a little outlandish, right, to use these type of colors. You know, so I actually love it, you know. But black happens to be very rare. Another color that's rare would be fuchsia, yellow, okay, and I can't, deep purple. So you have red, black, fuchsia, yellow. These are the rarest colors, and I can't believe that I was actually able to obtain this much Sherman from one wonderful client, okay? Absolutely beautiful. And again, I do have the matching earrings for these sets, and actually multiple pairs of earrings, okay? So Sherman is highly sought after. From my short experience of being in, you know, the vintage costume, I have only been able to obtain one very small brooch that was actually clear rhinestones. And yeah, so I have another red one. So let's go through this. So I showed you the first red one, right? Here is the second red one. Okay. Beautiful construction. I mean, if you see this, it's just, it just blows my mind how long that these have lasted. It is absolutely incredible. Here's another one. Same coloration, different figuration. Yeah. I just love the quality of it. And this blackened back here is known as japanned back. Okay. So this is absolutely beautiful. You know me and rhinestones. I absolutely, the more rhinestones, the better. And like I said, he used the best quality, you know, Swarovski crystals, and they would also use Alexandrite rhinestones, and those are absolutely beautiful. So the Alexandrite rhinestone mimics the Alexandrite gemstone, which it has a play in color. It's absolutely beautiful. So we have that one. And then let me show you some of these earrings because they're very unique. Where did they go? So here's the earrings that actually go with one of the red brooches. Okay. And when you feel this, you know, like, you're holding quality. Look at this. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I absolutely adore. They're signed on the clips there again. Japan backing. Swarovski crystal, right? Beautiful red. Who doesn't like red? And red is rare. I love it. I almost lost it when I saw all of these pieces. I was like, this doesn't happen. So I am very grateful to the gentleman that allowed me to purchase his mother's lifelong collection between his mother and his aunt. Okay, so those are the earrings. And if Sammy had ears, he would love to wear them, but he doesn't have ears. So let me just show you the green one because it's just the one I'm wearing here. This is the biggest of all the Sherman. And this happened to be his mother's favorite color, which is green. It also happens to be my favorite color too. Well, green and red. But look at the sheer size of this thing. I hope it's gonna stay on this because this thing is a monster. Look at her. Look at the side. Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Look at the plating. Look at the plating on the back. Double plated rhodium. Okay. Look at the different colors of green. Pay attention. Okay. Different colors of green within all those navettes. And it's kind of, please don't fall. It's very huge. Huge. Look at the size of this thing. It's like as big as my 5 head. I absolutely adore this green one. The green one is absolutely to die for. Hello. Okay. And then not only that, okay, woo, you get the matching clips. Check this out. And these are huge as well. And I don't even know if both of them are going to fit on here because that's how big they are. Large, yep. Large and in charge. I'm going to put one because they are so big. There's one earring. That could, the size of the earring could by itself be a miniature brooch. Isn't that incredible? I don't know what it is with me and rhinestones. I love them. They're mesmerizing, you know? And the amount of detail that went into these is absolutely incredible. I mean, and he was known, apparently, he was very picky. You know, every piece, if it didn't fit him, he didn't like it, they would have to rework the whole thing, okay? Let's say part of a little perfectionist there. But these are absolute quality, and I love them. And, you know, if you look at it closely, right, the pieces have almost a movement to them, a flow, okay? So it's absolutely just stunning, right? Let's put Sammy's beret back on. Bear with me. Sammy has to have his beret. So anyway, the pieces have a movement to them, okay? And so I think that's part of the reason why I'm so mesmerized by it. And now this one is really fun. This is unmarked, okay? But it's got these giant rivolis, and I'll have to do some more research because I have the matching earrings to it. But I absolutely, look at this one. I adore this one. Beautiful condition. AB rivolis with the matching earrings. And really, I mean, a lot of times the earrings would get, you know, lost or, you know, so when you actually get a set of vintage costume jewelry, it really drives the price up, okay? Look at the flow of that. It's stunning. Silver tone with rivoli. I just love those rivolis. It's like looking into a kaleidoscope. I was also able to obtain a Juliana, which Sammy is very excited about. And this is a pendant and a brooch. And it has uranium in it. Okay. So let me get her on the neck. Okay. And she's green. Okay. Check her out. I don't know if I've had this specific configuration. I might have, but I think I had one similar, but not exactly like this. So this is absolutely 100% Juliana. D&E, Deliza and Elster. Okay. And this is a brooch and a pendant. So I put it on a vintage gold tone costume chain, and I think it works very, very well because you've got that gold tone plating on the back. And we'll show you the uranium here. So we turn the lights off. So this is the Juliana that has uranium. This is a brooch and a pendant, and it is absolutely beautiful. So stunning. Look how big those stones are. Those are really, really nice. Isn't that Juliana cool? I absolutely love vintage costume jewelry. Have I said that before? Might be getting tired of it. How about onto a piece that T restored? This is a beautiful Coro. And normally I don't really necessarily go for Coro, okay? But because this one is older and it has purple, I went for it. Look at this. This is an older Coro. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I love this one because I love purple. So you have glass, you have that center glass stone, right? Gold tone. It is signed very faintly on the around the bezeling on the back, Coro. Now, full disclosure on this piece. So this is Kenneth J. Lane for Avon, but for the life of me, I could not get a flat back, that ain't gonna work, pearl. So I was going through and I'm like, you know, let's just change it. Why not? So I put a check glass faceted stone in this piece. I said, you know what? I like it better. I said, yeah. And so I was fighting with myself, you know, to keep it quote unquote, you know, which I normally try to do. But look at that blue. Look at that blue check stone with the faceting. I said, yeah, I like that, you know. So yes, this piece has been altered, okay? It was missing a flat back pearl, but I said, no, we like this. We're gonna keep it. So I set that check glass stone in the middle of a KJL piece made for Avon. Uh-oh, I'm gonna go to vintage costume jewelry jail, Sammy. I'm in trouble now. So my next little favorite guy is from the Precious Pets line on Alfred Philippe, or made by Alfred Philippe. And he is a patriotic duck. And he needed a bath, but I said, no, I have to have him. Check him out. He's from the Precious Pets. He's got a little fuzz on him, bear with me. He's it, whoop, get off of there. There he goes. From the Precious Pets line, this is an Alfred Philippe deck. Isn't he cute? Very cute, okay? I absolutely love him. And they, of course, they also have, you know, lions and seals and all kinds of, you know, I'm sure that's what I love. It's like, there's so many pieces within a line that, you know, it'd take your whole lifetime, okay, to get all of the animals, but I absolutely adore him. And then what else do we have here? I'm like so overwhelmed that, okay, how about let's go to Bakelite. Now, I had to test this. And for you people out there in California, you can no longer get semi-chrome because it is toxic. So they will not sell it in California. So there's a couple of tests that are utilized, which is the hot water test, okay? And then another test is the 409 test. But keep this in mind. The 409 test doesn't work for black, is it? Yes, black or red Bakelite, okay? So keep that in mind. So that is definitely a piece of Bakelite, which is pretty cool. And I'm not sure if they call that, like, I gotta figure it out, spinach, maybe? Now look at this brooch. This is unmarked. And this was also from the wonderful lady, his mother. They came from Canada, which makes sense, having all of the Sherman jewelry. But look at this. I love this one. I hope she stays. Uh-oh. I might have to put her sideways. Look at this. Grape leaves. I mean grapes. Look. Look how big that is. Gigantic. It is so big. And then look at the AB rhinestones with the pearl. Look at that thing. Is that not incredible? The bigger the brooch, the better. I absolutely adore that one. So many brooches, so many brooches. And for all you sterling silver lovers and gemstone lovers, don't worry, I have sterling silver and gemstone as well. But we like to show the rhinestone brooches, and it's quality. You just don't feel that anymore. It's crazy. How about another green one? Look at all these. Now this is unmarked, and I have a hunch that this could have been, the bar pin could have been replaced, okay? But either way, she needs a slight bath, don't worry. I will get her to shine like a diamond, okay? I will get her to shine like a diamond. Because after all, that's why vintage costume was created. People couldn't afford high-end jewelry. All right? So, love that one. That one is not uranium. It's still beautiful though. I still love the green. I love the AB stones. Okay. So I have that one, and then let's just kind of go all over the place. This is Chinese export, and I'm going to put it on a chain. I haven't decided what chain I'm going to put it on yet, so just calm down. Chinese export pendant, beautiful enameling, jade. Probably, he said, and his mother go there. So this next piece is Soviet amber with a hammer and sickle. There is stamping here. The silver content is 875. The banding is bent right now, but it will be fixed, okay? This is absolutely incredible. Next up is Sorelli, and it's a rhinestone bracelet. There we go. That was also from the woman's collection. Okay. Beautiful. And no, there are not rhinestones missing off of those square stones. That is the configuration of how they made the bracelet. Because when I first looked at it, I thought, oopsie, is there some stones missing? But nope, that is not. That is how it is made. Then we have, I'm trying to go through here, we have this beautiful green. Look at this one. Let's see if I can get her up there. Giant green stone. I like that one. No marking. No marking. Okay. Love that one too. Check these earrings out. I gotta do, hold on, let me see, I think they're marked. I forgot already. Oh, Weinberg, New York. Okay. Check these out. Wait. Again, oh, I see a little dinky one missing. I'm gonna have to see if it's in the, darn. I didn't notice that. That's a shame. They're gonna have to go into the vintage rhinestone graveyard to restore pieces. Darn it. I don't think they were, oh, you know what? I think they might be in a bag. They might be in a bag. We'll see what I can do. I don't know. But those are really cool. And then here's a bracelet I restored. Okay. Lucite. All right. I had to pop all the stones out and clean the base or the settings of the piece. And then because I am OCD like that, and I reset the stones. Poor T. She just can't help herself. So I popped all the stones out. I cleaned the gold, okay? Then once I cleaned the base of the piece, I reset all the stones. I'm crazy. Oh my Lord. That's just how I am. I can't help myself, you know, sometimes. I get going and I'm like, well, T, if you're gonna do a job, do it right. Do it all the way. Or don't do it at all. You know, I am trying to get this on here, but it's being very tricky, so just bear with me. I don't know if she wants to sit on there today. I don't think she does. She's not cooperating. One moment. So this has a really cool flow to it. Okay. Look at the construction on that. I don't think I've ever seen construction like that on a brooch. And I thought to myself, okay, did they bend it or something? Did it get bent out of shape? And no, it's not. That's how it's made. It's beautiful. So I picked that one up. Oops. And then Sammy likes this one. This is a bow. This is 1928. Nothing, you know, I can't get her on there all the way because she's so big. I have that one. I showed you the Julianas. Ooh, I don't think I showed both black. We have to go back to Sherman. Yeah. So I have two black Shermans, okay, which are pretty rare. Pretty freaking rare, right? So we have that one. Here's the other Sherman. I'm sorry, I forgot. This one is smaller. These are rare colors that I'm showing you. Highly sought after by collectors. Okay. And then we'll show you a couple more earrings. And like I said, I have everything in between. Gemstone necklaces. I have a necklace that I am convinced that it's amber, cherry amber bakelite, but it's not testing. So I'm gonna have to hold on to that for a moment because that's pretty rare. Here's another one. Look at the yellow. Look at the yellow on that one. We have yellow, we have green, red, purple. We have it all. That's a beautiful one. Newer. Say probably 1950s there, with the riveting from the back side. 1950s. This one, it's newer, but I like it. Oh, come on, get in there. Why are you being troublesome today? I'm having a problem today with these brooches. You'll have to forgive me. I'm gonna have to stand her up because she's not cooperating today. She don't want to cooperate. She didn't want to cooperate today. She's having a bad day. Now look at this little guy. Look at this little bug. He's so tiny. I don't know if I'll be able to get him on there. But he's got the poured glass, right? Look. Isn't that cool? Little wasp. And we have all kinds of earrings, like I said. I'm not going to go through, well, I got to show you these because these are pretty fabulous. Let's see if I can get them on. Get them to go on the stand. Look how these shine. You ready? Wait for it. Okay. Look at these. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Look at those stones. Aren't they just incredible? Not any particular. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot it has a brooch to go with it. It has a brooch. I totally forgot. I love those. They're large and in charge. Okay. This one I'm trying to, let's see if I can get it on here like this. Check this out. Check that out. I forgot. I believe, and I have a hunch, because he said his mother was a seamstress. And I believe she made these. Yeah. Pretty cool. And it was super awesome because I got her whole case of stones. It's like, oh man, are you kidding me? You want to give me all the rhinestones and pearls and everything? So she was a fixer too. So I am going to show you one more piece because to go through the earrings is going to take us till next year. So I have these beautiful green clips with Rivoli. No maker. Okay. And then I'm going to show you one more piece. And then we're going to sign off. And we'll see everybody on Saturday. Uh-oh, there she goes. Don't break her now. Now these, look at these poured glass. Ooh. I have a hunch that these are important. So we'll figure it out by Saturday. Either way, these are pretty incredible. Look at the glass on these. Beautiful stones. So we have a ton of vintage costume jewelry. And not only that, do we have rare vintage costume jewelry. Oh, I gotta show you the dress clip. One more, I lied. Let me get her off. Look at this, Art Deco. Look at these cabochons. You ready? Look at that. Look at that one. Oops, sorry. Look at that. Green. All right. Now, I'm almost inclined to pop the stones out, clean out the old glue, and reset it. But that would be a serious undertaking, and I'm not sure that I want to damage the piece in the process. So, on that note, Sammy and Dumpling here are super excited for their show this Saturday. Okay, let's put them together. This Saturday at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. That is Sammy's girlfriend, and she has a Stella and Dot bracelet on. All right, aren't they adorable? They're a couple now. So we look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. You all have a blessed day. Thank you.